Hi, hello you guys, how are you? My name is Ellie Lillen and last week I had my gastric bypass surgery. So I will make a separate video to talk about how my past week went, but for now I just want to talk about the surgery itself. Mind you, this was my very first surgery, so it was all very new and exciting and scary. I also heard that every hospital does things differently, so your experience might differ from mine, so this is just my experience that I had. So on Thursday, the 2nd of August, I had to come in at 1 p.m. A nurse took me to my room and told me to get settled in and that my surgery would be around 3 p.m. So my boyfriend and I were just like lying on bed and watching a series, waiting for 3 p.m. Then a nurse comes back in and tells me that my surgery is now, so I have to prepare. And I have to wear one of those hospital gowns without anything underneath, which is very comfortable. And then this one very young student came in and she had to take my bed to the ER. But she was really tiny and she had like the hardest time rolling my bed to the ER. She just could not manage. So she parks me in the waiting room before the OR and I sit there for like half an hour. And then a nurse comes in and says she wants to prepare me for the operating table. So these operating tables are quite high. You have to actually climb on them. They're also very narrow, so you have like no room for your arms because they will be put on armrests later on. So you're just like awkwardly lying there, not knowing what to do with your arms. And then a nurse comes in and she puts electrodes on me for measuring my heartbeat, and she puts the thing on my finger for measuring oxygen levels in my blood, also something to measure my blood pressure, and then she wants to put an IV on me, but she just could not find any veins and she stabbed me everywhere on my arms. I still have like bruises all over. And finally she finds a vein and puts the IV in me, and then I wait. And I waited for over 2 hours. Yeah. I couldn't do anything but stare at the ceiling, and every time a nurse passed I asked like, when is it my turn? And they were always like, oh, it's soon, they're like preparing the operating room right now. It was not soon. Also my doctor stopped by, but he was gone before I could ask anything. So finally, after a very, very long wait, it was my turn. They rolled me into the operating room, and it was really like on TV. There were like big lamps and monitors and computers everywhere, and you're put right in the middle of the room with like 10 people like just buzzing around. No one really talks, they just handle me like I'm an object. It's weird. So they just put your arms like on armrests and your feet have to be put up. And then someone came in and she's like, hi, I'm your anesthesiologist. It was like, hi. And then they just hold an oxygen mask right before my face. And they were like, take a few deep breaths. And then the anesthesiologist just put the anesthesia in my IV and I was like, lights out, just completely gone right away. So the first thing that I remember waking up was that I was in a lot of pain. And I could not move anything. I could not open my eyes, I couldn't move my arms, I couldn't move my legs. And my first thought was, my worst fear has come true. I am waking up during surgery. But then someone just slapped my face and then my body woke up as well. And I was just in so much pain. But they told me up front that they wouldn't give me any painkillers until I was wide awake. So when I woke up I was just in a lot of pain. I was squirming and whimpering and it's just very high as well. It was weird. So they just started putting me on painkillers and I was a little bit better after that. And I just slipped in and out of consciousness the whole time I was lying there. The doctor stopped by. I don't remember much of it, just that he said that the operation went well. I don't know if he said anything else. And after a while the nurse says, yeah, I'm gonna take you back to your room. So they rolled me back. It was 7:30 at night. So that's how long I was gone. and I just slept through most of the evening because I noticed that the only thing that helped with the pain was sleeping. And then around 10 p.m. a nurse came by and she gave me my first sip of water, which was fine. I didn't notice anything different with drinking, or didn't have a different feeling or anything. It was fine. And then I also told her I had to go to the bathroom, and she was like, no, it's too soon after surgery, I don't believe you. And I was like, woman, I really have to go to the bathroom. And she gave me a bedpan, and I tried very hard. I tried to make the right mental clicks, but I just could not go on the bedpan. So she was like, yeah, I have to take you out of bed. And I was only a couple hours after surgery, and I was very sore and very high, and yeah, she took me out of bed, and it was very painful. To say the least, I almost fainted, but I made it to the bathroom and back. At night, they wake you every hour to take your blood pressure and your temperature to make sure you're fine. And then the next day, they told me I had to walk by myself, and I had to wash myself and do all these things, which was very quick after surgery, I found, and it was very painful. But yeah, you know, you just do what the nurses say. I didn't think the nurses were very nice. Like when I asked for more painkillers, they were always acting like I insulted their family or something. Next day I could only lie on my back because it feels like your core muscles are sore, but like times 1,000. So every movement that involves core muscles I just could not do, like sitting up or walking was very painful, basically anything. Well, when I wanted to get out of bed, I had to do this weird side roll. But I also noticed that each day the pain was getting better and my movements were returning, so it was fine. On the second day, my dietitian came by as well. She told me about my diet for the next 2 weeks, which is a fluid diet, so broths and shakes and a bit of yogurt. And after 2 weeks I have to go back, and then she'll tell me about the next phase, which is mixed puree phase, I think. I also had my first meal, which was chicken broth, which also went down fine. I had no trouble eating, no pain, I didn't feel weird or anything. I just wasn't hungry at all, so I just ate a couple bites and then I was like, okay, fine. So it was fine, I didn't have any trouble eating or drinking. And on the third day I was already bored out of my mind. So the doctor came by and was like, do you want to go home? And I was like, yes, please. So he sent me home. My boyfriend picked me up and he had to take me to the car in a wheelchair, which was weird. So yeah. So this was my experience on the surgery of gastric bypass. I will upload a video about my first week after surgery, how it went, what I ate. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to stay updated, and I'll see you next time. Bye!